even though we've celebrated the death and resurrection of our Lord Jesus Christ, He is risen. Happy Easter celebration. I hope you had a very good Easter celebration.
Yes, I did.
And a very reflective one, of course. And then to reflect on what Jesus came on this earth to do for us. There was a divine exchange, so we have to take advantage of the divine exchange and live a life like that. I so appreciate your call this morning. So greetings to you and our cherished listeners. I thank you very much for your call this morning. I've just listened to the audio that you just played. It's interesting anyway. I thank you again for calling me. With regard to what has happened, it's rather unfortunate. I would say that this is like tradition and culture versus the law of our land. Is that not it?
Yes.
This is tradition and culture versus the laws of our country. And I don't think the tradition and customs of this country supersede the laws of this land. There's nobody who is above the law of this country. So if the marriage age is 18 years, whoever marries a child below the age of 18 years has gone against the laws of this country and will have to be dealt with as such. So no matter who is in this picture, we are not looking at personalities. We are looking at the laws of this country. We have the Constitution of this country, and we have the Children's Act of 1998 that was even looked at again for certain things to be added in 2003. So, Wulume or the Mingwamanke or whoever is talking about the customs and even setting, it's rather unfortunate that he's gone Biblical to talk about Mary and Joseph. That Mary was betrothed to Joseph. You know, it's neither here nor there. This example is neither here nor there. You shouldn't quote that. We are looking at the laws of this country. So I'm happy as a member of the Gender Children Social Protection and the ranking that the police have taken up this matter. So what we need to do is to protect the child's rights. Because what I know is that I don't think the child is physically and mentally ready to go through this ordeal. I've read about, somebody saying that there are no more virgins, in Mungwa. We say that above 9 years or whatever, or below 10 years, there are no virgins. It's an indictment. We don't have to take this for a joke. If it says that below the age of 10 years, we have children who are being, abused in Nungwa. It is not something that we have to be happy about. What are the parents doing? That a child of 9 years, 10 years starts flirting, and we are happy about it, and we have to give them into marriage because they started flirting at the age of 9 years. What is this? So if the police have taken up this matter, they've got to investigate, and if actually the girl is 12 years, the child has the right to be protected under the laws of this country. So the child will have to be protected. We will not sit as women, and we have a ministry in charge of gender, children, and social protection for this to be done in the name of culture, in the name of customary rights. That is not right. I feel that the mother will have to be talked to. I hear the police have also apprehended the mother. They are protecting the mother and the child. There's a need for them to be protected. We have shelters in this country, so we've got to put the child somewhere that they wouldn't know for the child to be protected. the child will have to go to school, and the child will have to be trained to, to come up physically ready, mentally ready to be able to get into marriage. Not at the age of 12. I mean, totally I'm brought out of mind about what has really happened in the world, and people are actually defending it. It's rather unfortunate. The man is 63 and the girl is 12 years. For God's sake, 51 years difference. So by the time the child gets to the age of even 25 or 30, how old will this man be? And he thinks that this child will be able to live with him at that time. We will have to protect the child of this child. He has to go to school. He has to be prepared for his future. They should not cut the education of this child. Because we all know when you go into marriage, what you're going through. You go through a lot of things that, if a child, even adults are struggling. Look at the rate of divorces in this country, and then you put this girl at the age of 12 to go through what an adult will have to go through. That is not right. That is not right. We do not have to, actually say that because it's a custom, so we've got to do this or we've got to do that. We have to condemn this to the latter. Seriously, yes. It has to be condemned. Whether it's customary, whatever, it has to be condemned. That is not right. The right thing must be done. Ulome or whoever we call him should wait until the child is 18 years and above, and they can do this kind of things. But for now, I think the child should be protected until he gets to the age of 18 years.
I'm looking at a statement issued by Honorable Aikuti, former Attorney General, former Member of Parliament, and he issues this statement on behalf of the Gadangme Council. And this is what they say. Further probing has, however, revealed that instead of a traditional betrothal, the MCs who are known during such occasions to exaggerate issues in order to create laughter and liven up the occasion misled everybody present as well as the entire community to believe that what was happening was a traditional wedding. The council has engaged the Babu Wolomo himself and some of his elders, and it is important to clarify that the traditional ruler has stated that a relationship with the underage girl is a betrothal and not a marriage. This distinction to us altered the legal implications. We are inclined to side with the Babu Wolomo since the original reportage made the point that there was another ceremony that awaited the girl to purify and prepare her for procreation. We concede that whilst betrothal could involve an underage person, it does not grant license to the person to start having sexual relation with such a child, thereby jeopardizing her education and even endangering difficult childbirth since the organs are not properly developed. Now, this is what they're saying. They're saying that it was actually a misinterpretation of what happened. What happened was a betrothal, not a marriage. That those are two different things. What do you say?
But he says who misled the public? He said who?
He said the MCs for the occasion. The MCs
for the occasion.
Yeah, for the occasion, instead of saying that this is a betrothal, give the impression that it was a traditional wedding, which was not.
But so they are saying it's not a traditional wedding.
Yeah.
But you see, when you're talking about betrothal, you should know that we all live in this country. This human rights that they have done. Now somebody is saying that there are no girls who are virgins below the age of 10 or whatever.
You have just 1 minute remaining.
He's talking about betrothal to the woman. Is he not going to have an affair with this girl? Is that what the person who is defending this act or this activity, the ceremony that the MC misled, is the lady going to live with the Wulome or not going to live with the Wulome? This is a question that we have to ask. We all know for the fact that in this country, when this ceremony is done, it's like the lady or the girl is matured. It's done in various places that we are aware in this country. The moment it is done, he doesn't even live with the mother anymore. He goes to live with the man. So if you go to live with the man and they are in the same room,
You have no call credit.
Well, happens. So we'll try and get Honorable back on the line. In fact, if you read that statement from the Gandangme Council, they went ahead to continue, and this is written by no other person than a former Attorney General of the state, Honorable Aikotu. Now he continues to say, okay, so this is what he says: we are inclined to sign with the Gbobu Olomo since the original reportage made the point that there was another ceremony that awaited the girl to purify and prepare her for procreation. We concede that whilst the betrothal could involve an underage person, it does not grant license to the person to start having sexual relations with such a child, thereby jeopardizing her education and even endangering difficult childbirth since her organs are not properly developed. The Gandangme Council calls on the Gbobu Olomo to address the issue and mitigate the concerns surrounding the betrothal and ensure that the girl's well-being and rights are protected, and that her best interests, such as her education, are prioritized throughout the engagement process. She should continue her education until she reaches the legal age of marriage, and even marriage should not disrupt her education if she is still willing to continue. Well, this is the Gandangme Council. Like I said, written by Ikutu. Good morning. Thank you, Honorable, for joining us once again.
Good morning. Yeah, I'm just listening to what you just read, and it's rather unfortunate. It's rather unfortunate that a former member of parliament also is defending this act. What I would suggest is that the right of the girl should be protected. This is a minor, for God's sake. 12-year-old girl is a minor. She's not prepared physically. She's not prepared mentally for what she has to go through. She has to be protected until she attains the age of 18 years. Because if she leaves the mother and goes to live with the Wolome, and they are in the same room, sorry to say that the Wolome man is not somebody said the body is not wood, and they are in the same room, lying on the same bed. I mean, who can guarantee under this earth that nothing will happen? So the girl will have to be protected, whether it's their custom or not. The girl will have to be protected until she attains the age of 18. They should allow the girl to concentrate on her education. I don't know which class this girl might be. Maybe class 6 or JSS 1. They should protect the girl. They should allow the girl to go through her education. When she's 18 years and she decides, after she has attained the age of 18 years and she decides, agrees with the mom and agrees with the Wolome that she's ready now, mature to marry him, then they go ahead with this rights they're talking about. But for now, I think that they have to suspend whatever rights they want to. I think phase 1 and phase 2. They should suspend everything until the girl attains the age of 18, so that we know that we are going strictly by the laws of this country. Now, nobody can superimpose his or her culture, over the constitution of this country and the Children's Act of this country. The girl will have to be protected. She is a child. She is a minor. She cannot even under the laws of this country to consent to what they are doing because she's a minor. So that is all that I have to say. Yeah, if she's a minor, she cannot consent. Under the laws of this country, she cannot consent to whatever they are doing. So that is totally, I think what they have done should be null and void.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you too for your time. Thanks for calling me. Have a blessed day.
You too, Honorable. Honorable HELEN NTOSO is ranking member, Agenda Committee of Parliament, speaking to us on this issue. Now, like I said, that statement I was reading to you was uttered by no other person than Aiku to